Hello, hello. Welcome to the E.G.C, the Erudite Games and Comics, where I'm going through another week of comics I read and I'm giving you out my recommendations. Now, the first two I'm going to go over is I have them digitally, so just bear with me and we'll just get this going. So the first one is The Crown: A Tales of Hell. So we're going through a quick backstory of how his father and his two brothers, because he visits his father in hell just to see what happened, and his two brothers and his uncle are all talking to him about everything that transpired and how it happened. I thought it was really good. It's only going to be two issues, so I'm not expecting something super extreme. But all in all, I think it was a good read. You get to see the mom, you get to see like how it all started. Very, very good. The next one is actually Carmen Redclaw, Belly of the Beast, another Mike Mignola. With this one, we finally get to see what the Belly of the Beast is. We get to see what happened to all the cows and and where everything is going now. It ended with a very good one. Unfortunately, this is another one that will be ending next issue. But all in all, I still think it's a good read. You should definitely check out these two. Now, for physical, we'll start out with Skinbreaker, issue number 7. So this is the second to last one with Skinbreakers. So at the beginning, I really did like it. Pac is, he's thinking about it, about his choices that he's making. Like, should we really go back to the old ways? What was really wrong with chains? But before he even talked to our main character's son, their village gets attacked. So now we get more beautiful splash pages, more beautiful art, the return of the father, and they're all fighting, and it ends with a cliffhanger. Now, it kind of now with it being the last second to last issue, the next issue, they're gonna have to finish it all. They're gonna have to end the battles with the all the creatures that attacked. The new chieftain, if or how everyone's going to think about the chieftain, the sons. Everything's going to have to be piled up and finished. I'm in it for the long run. I started since issue 1. I will be definitely reading the last issue. I'll be giving you my full recommendations of this series. I'll probably have to make a separate video because I'm very curious of how they're going to end it all. I still wish it could go on because there's so much that they could cover in this, but all in all, still a very beautiful story, very beautiful story, very beautiful art. So that is my first one. My next one is Void Rifles. I mean, I kind of recommended the Transformers, the G.I. Joe, talked about Mass of their upcoming series of Mass. So it's be kind of obvious that I'm reading Void Rivals. Now with Void Rivals, we're still at the Quintessence War, but we start with a Solace backstory with her brother, and we gotta see like what happened to the brother. But for the most part of it, we get Derek and his father and their side of the planet of what's going on in the war, and I think that's really good. We get to meet the tribunal, the new threats, and man, this was definitely a good recommend. Strong, very, very beautiful. I have to show you this amazing splash page of the intro for the tribunal. Oh, too far. Right here, so well done. Very, very nice, very good. I think this Quintessence War is good. I love seeing the Quintessence, the Junkions, and the Insectoid. I love seeing it all. It's part of Transformers. I think it's really good, and I think people should definitely check out Void Rivals, especially if you're reading the Energon universe. Next up, we have a new series, Honor and Curse. It's published by Mad Cave, and we have the writer, and then writers the Mark and and Jamie is the artist. With this one, like I said, just started. The series just started. Um, we get so it starts out in the past. It's like 600 years. It says it's 600 years ago, so it's their 600 years to modern time. Starts out with the main character Genshi and the spirit. They call him the Tengu. Now he has a name, but he refuses to call him by it. He says his name once, and it shows like how he gets to live for all this time, like fighting villainy and all this tyranny, but he's thinking like they have a good back and forth because Genshi thinks it is saying that Tengu only wants war and bloodshed and like cause all this kind of mayhem, and so he kept him caged for hundreds and hundreds of years, and now he's I mean he's essentially immortal, but he has his company, and his companies and all these businesses are starting to get attacked, and so the Tengu is like egging him on, like you need me, we need to use my power again, for we can stop all this. All these people are dying, and he's saying like, oh, the police was like the police ain't isn't going to be enough. They can't protect them like we can, and so he finally gets out of his place because he's been avoiding contact for who knows how long. And he does have one person he's talking to only through the phone, and that's it. So it ends like with him fighting some new. So the new threat that he's facing, I think, is a really good one. Very first issue. Definitely check it out if you're interested in ninjas and war. Mad Cave, Honor and Curse. Next up is Green Lantern, issue number 33. So obviously we got beautiful, beautiful, a lot of the lanterns. I do have another one of the issues that covers all the lanterns, but I have that one already in a sleeve. I kind of got tired of the glare. That's kind of why they're not sleeved now. I will be sleeving all of these after this video, but I didn't want the glare to constantly blind everyone. So, but with this one, it is an oversized issue. We get more pages than normal. Very good. We get to see it starts out right when it ends with the transition from how it's like, I love this place, take care of her, and he's like, boom, he's gone. And then it goes to Kyle Rayner, he's with Odyssey. Now, he's there to stop, I believe, 6 villains that escaped from Oa. And so him and now Odyssey, because Odyssey's tagging along, they're on Earth, they're in LA, and so Odyssey's like, oh, let me know a little bit of your backstory. So, he gives a good background of his backstory, and then they fight one of the villains, one of the new villains. We get another backstory of how who he is and how other new lanterns view him, because Kyle Rayner is definitely one of a very important Green Lantern, and also, so like I said, it is four stories. So the third story is a Hal Jordan one, and I love this a lot because it shows that, hey, Hal Jordan may not be on Earth, but we're not done with him, and I love that because I was really like don't sideline Hal. Like I still want Hal Jordan. Like I want Kyle too, but I really do want Hal. But we get Hal, and he's over. Hal runs into one of the Wonder Twins, so we finally find out where the other Wonder Twin is. Um, so he's fighting Manhunters. Very good stuff going on with this, and I think it was really good done for the transition to Hal, straight to Kyle Rayner. Strong, strong recommend. Very, very good issue. Now, my last one, Hyde Street, issue number 11. So, Jeff Johns, Ivan Reyes, this is the Fencible cover. Very, very good. We get Pranky backstory because he puts on Mr. X-Ray's glasses, and he's going through the backstory of him, and we get to run into the Butcher. Now the Butcher's introduction, because of everything that was going on, was just pure amazing. Like I think Butcher's appearance and how he is, because he's like, oh, the scorekeeper's not doing, or the scorekeeper's hiding stuff. And I mean, trade 10,000 souls and you get to repeat your life. I would figure anybody is hiding something. So, with that all being said, I don't know if the butcher's good. I don't know if the butcher's evil. Maybe he's just a mutual third party. But all in all, really, really good. And what X-Ray ran in, or what X-Ray saw at the end of the series or end of this issue, amazing. I definitely say if you just want a solo series where you don't need another series over here or another series over here to check it out to get the full story, High Street. One, and if you like horror, because this is also a gruesome. I wouldn't say horror and like scary. I would say horror like it's very bloody, like in that kind of sense. Like some of the characters, like I don't think you per se would be scared watching or reading this. Sorry, but it's well, I guess it's scary for the populace or the people there. So very, very, very good read if you love good violent stories with very good characters, good hard twists. Awesome, awesome story. Definitely became my pick of the week. I thought it was going to be Green Lantern, but events or I said Invincible, sorry, but High Street just blew it out the waters. It was so good. Definitely, definitely. Please check High Street out if you haven't already. Now, with that being said, that was all of my recommendations for the week. Now, if you read any of these issues, I definitely want to hear what your thoughts was. If you have any issues that or any issues that I haven't read or haven't put on stream, definitely put it down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know any other shows and or sorry, any other comics and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one.